This podcast is brought to you by San Diego County Toyota Dealers. We've got what it takes. Fix Auto, Corky's Pest Control, and Lolita's Family of Restaurants.
Hey sports fans, and welcome to the greatest time of all. No, it's not Christmas. No, it's not New Year's. No, it's not college basketball. It's high school football playoffs.
We talking about playoffs?
We talking finally about playoffs.
Yes.
I've been talking about practice all year. Now we're talking about playoffs.
This is when it counts. You won and done. You lose, you're out.
Exactly.
Losers go home.
And I went home every time in high school.
Sorry, bro.
It was fun. Let's talk though about the teams that are successful, because we've got a bracket here. This is the Division II bracket, and this is one of the more interesting ones because we got one team at the very top, and then another 11 teams that are all maybe equally as cut out to fight them.
I don't know.
But we're gonna get into that.
Two at the top.
We're gonna get into that.
Okay.
We're gonna get into maybe I slighted somebody, maybe I didn't. We'll talk about that in a second. First off, Tommy Morris is once again out and about. We got to check in with him. Tommy, where are you at?
Thanks, guys, for my shout-outs. I had to come all the way out here to Torrey Pines because I kept picking against them and they kept winning. So thanks. I'm here with Nick, Glad, and Mick. You guys made me look pretty dumb every single week. So thank you. I mean, were we any motivation to it at all, or you just don't even listen to it?
We pay attention to it, but we just wanted to come out and win every game, no matter who picks us and who doesn't.
And so the start of the season started off a little rocky, but then you guys really picked it up. So what was the difference in between the start and the finish of the season?
I think that the Santa Fe Christian game was a eye-opener, and we kind of just started working harder after that and knew that everyone can beat us and we can beat most teams, so we just came out firing.
And coming into the LCC week, first of all, it's a big enough game as it is because of the rivalry. Can you talk about the rivalry between you two?
It's a huge rivalry. We watched a lot of videos from old players talking to us about like their experiences with the rivalry, and I've been playing them my whole life through Pop Warner, so it was just a big game.
So it's pretty awesome you guys won, not only just to win that game, but to bump you into the open division. So did you guys have any idea if you're going to get in? I mean, what were your thoughts going into that game, whether you're going to make the open division, that kind of stuff?
We kind of had a feeling we would make open division, but we didn't know we were going to play Cathedral, but we're up for the test.
And I heard you found out about it in and out. So what were you like mid-bite and you found out you were playing Cathedral? I mean, how did it all go down?
Yeah, we went to in and out after the win and found out from one of our coaches that we were playing Cathedral, and we're just really excited for it.
Were there people like standing on the tables, jumping around, making noise?
Yeah, exactly.
Who was the rowdiest?
We were all pretty rowdy. I don't know.
What about Coach?
Coach was pretty rowdy.
Coach pretty rowdy. Okay, so going into this game, you get Cathedral, as you just mentioned. It's another rivalry game that you didn't get to play in the regular season. So what's it going to be like to line up against those guys?
It's going to be a really good game. I actually went to Cathedral for freshman and sophomore year, so I'm playing a lot of my friends, so it's going to be a pretty good game.
And what's it like playing against one of your friends?
I don't know. I haven't really played against one of my friends. We've all been on the same team before, so I don't know. It's going to be weird.
And you're a corner, so responsibilities change for you given both offenses. So how was the game different when you had to face a wing T for you?
It's not that much passing, so I'm just going to have to come up and play the run, which will be a good challenge, but I'm up for it.
So you basically get to feel like a linebacker today, or this week, next week.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, Nick, well, enjoy the bye week. I know you're going to be prepared. It's going to be a great game. We're really excited to see you, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys, back to you.
So, hashtag Falcons win is now a Tommy Morris thing, also apparently.
All right. Sounds good. But I just want to know, dude, how come he's never here? How come he gets to go off and do all the cool stuff?
Well, it's because we don't pick against people viciously and then get proven wrong.
Hey, well, in that case, I'm okay doing this.
Exactly. So, Chris, one last time, any shout-outs?
Always got shout-outs. First of all, give shout-outs to the two top seeds in Division II. Obviously, that's going to be Poway, Jared Adelman, Grant Van Nostrad, the coaching staff over there. You guys got these guys rolling. Great season. One blemish on that record. They lost to a pretty powerful team, by the way.
It happens.
The other team that I want to give shout-outs to is the number 2 seed. That's the modern-day Crusaders. CJ Verdell, Kyle, you've got all those guys down there. Chris Jones, Makai Scott, Joe Von Bailey.
It's almost unfair trying to shout out the modern day team because you eventually leave someone off and you're
and
like,
then they get mad.
Oops, like sorry that you're the 17th 5-star prospect on that team. My bad. I just want to give a shout out to kind of this entire bracket because these Division II teams, I think of all the brackets that we saw, this was the one with the most flex in terms of the strength of schedule. A lot of these teams have kind of rough win-loss records, but that's because these D2 schools were playing up.
Absolutely.
And so just shout out to the D2 teams this year for rolling the dice, and going after it a little bit.
Like Poway takes on Rancho Bernardo. Modern Day takes on Mission Hills.
Olympian, they took on the East Lakes of the world. LCAP played some tough games.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about all the games this week. But let's first say the 4 teams that are not playing this week. Poway's got the number 1 seed. Modern Day's got the number 2. LCAP number 3. Olympian number 4. They will all get a week off to kind of rest, recover. You'll see them again on the 18th of November when they play the winners of the first round for their respectives.
And they earn that. Absolutely.
But hey, let's talk about the here. Let's talk about the now. Let's talk about the games that are going on this week. Our very first game, and we're going to cover all of them. And you guys can play along in the pick'em game that we've got, so you can test your skills against us.
Wait, I got an idea.
Yes.
Since it's usually just the 2 of us and we do our pick'ems, why don't we bring somebody in?
Is that an option?
It's always an option. It's the lab.
Can we get someone famous?
I think I got somebody.
Well, we can get someone famous?
I think so.
All right. Let's, how about we do like a cool like fade or transition or something like that, and then he'll just like appear here. So this guy right here is a very successful, prolific, perfect quarterback. Congratulations on an amazing season. Thank you very much for joining us here. We're gonna talk a little, you like football, right?
Oh yeah.
You ready to talk a little football?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he doesn't like just throwing them, he likes talking them. Our very first game, Brawley, Westview. Tommy Morris, you're the first one to talk about it. What do you see?
Division 2 first game we got to talk about. It's 9 versus 8. It's Westview going to Brawley. I like the Wildcats. Give me Brawley. Austin Gutierrez, 1,492 rushing yards and 22 touchdowns this season. One of the best kept secrets in San Diego football. Gentlemen, pick it.
Okay, so Tommy has his opinion. Chris?
Well, Brawley running back Austin Gutierrez is the truth. With 1,492 rushing yards this season, this kid is a beast. I don't know how Westview is planning on stopping him, but I'm betting that 6'5" Langston Glover Castro is going to be part of that response.
How many hyphens are in that? I like that.
I still think Brawley has a little too much offense for the Wolverines, and that's a long drive to stay focused in, so I'm going to take Brawley Wildcats in this one.
Mark, would you care to tell us your pick here?
I'm gonna have to agree with Chris here. I think Brawley has a lot of power on the offensive side of the ball, and I think they're gonna be able to pull this one out.
I will also say that Brawley is going to win this one. Chris hit on it for me. The biggest thing is just that this is a drive that is really unique for the San Diego high school experience. Is that it's a long drive, and it's a mental challenge to not get too hype before you're getting on the bus and then lose all the momentum. We had the couple of times that I ever played high school football, which were all very uneventful, but I made that trip out there to Brawley, and so I can speak personally. It's brutal to maintain that focus, so I think Brawley wins this one and sets up a very interesting game between Brawley and Poway. But we will have to talk about that one when it happens. Our next game, Granite Hills, San Pasquale. This one, a battle of the birds. Tommy, who's going to fly higher? Chris Smith.
I'm taking Granite Hills in this one. They got a dual threat quarterback, Jake Siegfried. The kid has 1,280 passing yards and another 760 yards on the ground. He's a nightmare for defensive coordinators and secondaries. I don't think San Pasquale has the birds to fly with Granite Hills. I'm taking Granite.
Mark Salazar.
I'm gonna go against Chris on this one and say San Pasquale. Take the team up in North County. I think they have a lot of talent up there, and I think they're gonna show who the real Eagles are.
I will go with Granite Hills. I lost a lot of faith in San Pasquale when they dropped a big game to Valley Center. I think that showed that they are a talented team, but they are not a team that is ready to make the big plays in the big moments. So let's move down now to the bottom half of the bracket. I should say just the other half of the bracket. I don't want to be like top or bottom or anything like that. Bonita Vista, West Hills. This one we will be at, checking it out. Tommy Morris.
Number 11 Bonita Vista going to number 6 West Hills. We will be at this game, so we will be watching it firsthand. Got an upset, guys. I'm going to take Bonita Vista. They played through a very, very tough schedule this year. Their record's not what it should be. They're better than the record shows. I think they will win this game on the road.
Chris, what do you see?
Well, Bonita Vista, in my opinion, is the best 2-8 team in San Diego. With Anthony Posada, Dean Glazier, my dude Keenan Ellis, they're built to spread the field. and head coach Chris Thompson will get these guys ready for the playoffs. I don't think West Hills has the cornerbacks to cover the speed and spread of Bonita Vista. I'm taking Bonita Vista in this one.
Golden Arm?
I'm going to agree with Chris on this one. Shout out to Anthony Posada, the quarterback of Bonita Vista. A great player. I think he's going to have a great game against West Hills. I think they're going to pull this one out.
I would be wrong to pick against West Hills. They have won some of the freakiest, most clutch, weird type of games. Double overtime, quarterback sneaks on a fumbles. There's just something that I don't want to mess with picking against West Hills.
Football mojo.
Yeah. I've done really badly at picking, so maybe this is my spidey senses are all backwards, and like you should all just rush out and bet the house on Bonita Vista. But I'm gonna go with Hayden Roach and West Hills winning this one in triple overtime. Take it to the bank.
Okay.
Our last game, Mount Miguel, Otay Ranch. Tommy Morris.
Number 10 Mount Miguel going to number 7 Otay Ranch. I will take Otay, guys. What are your thoughts?
Chris.
Senior quarterback Christian Zamudio was a top gun, and recently he was offered by Dordt College. This kid can flat out air it out. He has one of the strongest arms in San Diego County, and he's got one of the best wide receivers in the county in Devin Lloyd. And don't forget junior running back Gus Espiritu. No, I'm gonna try that again. Espiritu. Mount Miguel is a very physical team. I just don't think they have the dogs to run with Otay. I'm taking Otay Ranch in this one.
How about you, future leader of Fresno State?
I'm going to go with the Mustangs on this one. I think Otay has some guys who can make plays in space. They have some size, they have some speed. I think they're going to get it done on Friday night.
I will also go with Otay. Mount Miguel, one of those teams that played some really tough games up. They played Madison.
That was a tough
You
game.
can give them respect for, they have tried to learn from the best. But Otay Ranch, to me, just... Like, you look at all the games they lost this year, and they were really close. They were their own worst enemy. So I think Otay Ranch can get past that here. I want to just say Devin Lloyd, he will be on our next episode as a top recruit. So he's a guy you want to check out. And also, he's a punter. Like, I did not know this until I went down to talk to him.
He's a punter?
He's a 6'4", 240-pound punter. So, if it really comes down to a fake punt, that's what I would love to see. Just fake punt, he scrambles for a touchdown. I think Otay Ranch is going to win this. But this one might be the toss-up game of the whole thing. Because like I said, Otay's got to get out of their own way on some of these games.
Yep.
So that is our bracket. Let us know if you agree. Let us know if you disagree. Let us know if you didn't even watch it and you just are tired of us and you want us to move on to some other sport. Let us know if you just like Mark and you want him to take over next year. And we'll go play at Fresno State and he can cover high school. The floor is kind of yours. Anything you want to say about what you did this season? Any teams you want to shout out? Anything like that?
Just shout out to the Ranch Model football program. Love you guys and super proud of everything you've accomplished this season and can't wait for the last ride.
It was a lot of fun getting to see you kind of in all phases this season of success, devastation, fighting back from it. So congratulations on following up a state title with a perfect season. And, I'm sure that this is going to get really crowded with rings really soon. Chris, Montel, Tommy, thank you very much to all of you. And as we said earlier, play along with our Pick'em game. There could be prizes. Or you could just get bragging rights and saying that you know football better than me. Thank you very much, guys. Go check out a game.